Hello friends, today we're just going to do a really quick tutorial on how to draw a car. So we're going to put a few different views in there, so your front, your back, and your isometric. All you're going to need for this one is a pencil, eraser, and a permanent marker. So no watercolor today, we just want to establish those basic building blocks for how to capture a car quickly, and so it doesn't cause you too much stress when you're trying to build out a big street scene and suddenly there's vehicles and you just don't know what to do. Okay, let's do this. All right, so just to get started, I've just taken a basic 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I am using watercolor paper, and I've divided it into 4 equal quadrants. The only reason for this, just so that we can get multiple angles of those cars. All right, so there's an old Instagram account that I'm going to tag here. They make these little classic cars, but I start from the bottom and I tend to build up. So I guess the way to look at it is to think about it like we're building a box. Okay, so if I start with a box within a box, I just want to make sure my car fills that frame. Okay, so typically what I will do is I'm going to start with my wheels. So they're going to go here and here. Okay, they're not perfect, they're kind of scribbled. Everything that I do sort of follows this vein. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the interior rim and then the wider version of the tire. Okay, the bottom box of the car kind of tends to curve down here. The wheel well will hug the wheel. Go along with front, hug the wheel again, and then kind of curve up. Okay, so this one's kind of a, I don't know, you'll see. I've got reference images attached for all of these, and I will tag the Instagram account that I took this from. I really like this Instagram account because it's these old-fashioned kind of boxy cars, and to me they're a little more reminiscent of what you would see in classic architecture. Okay, so if we look about this, if we think about splitting this into a couple different phases, phase 1 is going to be the wheels and those wheel wells. We can draw a line indicating phase 2 and phase 3, so we're kind of half filling that box. Okay, the hood of my car is going to come just down like this. To be honest, it's rare that you'll ever really draw a car at this angle. It's good to know it, but really the isometric's the one that we're going to need the most. Okay, just drawing in that little bumper. Wheel curves up. And then this is this cute little classic hatchback that comes down. Okay, so just to recap really quickly, I started with the wheels. I drew the wheelbase around them, kind of made some rough lines for the bumper and the headlight. You want to put a slight slant on the trunk and the back light here, and then it's going to slant up and in. Okay, so once you've got that, it's the same rule that we follow with most of our architecture drawings. So big shapes first, and then we fill in the little stuff. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead, draw in my windshield. I am looking at a reference photo, so at some point you do gain the confidence to kind of make this up, you know, the rough shape of what a car looks like. But reference photos are always helpful. There we go. So not always perfect, but perfection's boring. This at least makes it interesting. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there is version 1. I'm just going to put the seat here, and you can kind of see the steering wheel there. Okay, so there's car number 1. I'm going to just do all of these in pencil, and then I will switch over to ink. Okay, so there's your side, classic side view. Okay, let's go to the opposite side here, and let's build a front view. Okay, so again, just think about it as starting with a box. So we're going to build that box. Same factors apply, so I'm going to start with the wheels. The wheels in this view, they're going to go forward, so I don't even know that they're wheel shaped. They're kind of just straight on. Awesome. Build out the bumper, which is going to come across and up. Again, these are kind of classic cars, so they're funner shapes. I don't know. I get a kick out of stuff like this. There's one artist that I know that always draws Volvos, and I didn't realize that until I had seen the license plate a few times. Okay, so again, we started with the wheels, we've built out the bumper, building in the license plate there. The next part's going to kind of come up, curve in just a little. Okay, that's kind of the front of our dash. Okay, so we've got a basic shape there. We're gonna slant it up just a little bit, so adding just a little bit of height to it to get to the windshield, and then the windshield's gonna come up and in. They're cute though, right? So I like my cars to be kind of sketchy. They're not perfect. Depends on your taste. This one doesn't actually have a rearview mirror on this side, but we're gonna put that in anyways. Those little indication of the steering wheel. Okay, we don't have to put too much detail into what's going on behind the wheel. You don't really see this, but if we want, we can kind of just fill it in like so. And then we're just gonna go ahead and add the detail across here that kind of fills it in. Okay, so this one had kind of nice square headlights, cute little circles. And then this one's a Chrysler. Okay, so pretty cute. Maybe I'll go in afterwards and I'll try and kind of scale this down so we can sort of see what we're looking at. If this is the full height of the box, you know, kind of the front of the hood's about halfway, and then you're dividing the windshield into the top half. Okay, that's number 2. All right, let's go to isometric number 1, which will be the front side. All right, so there's your basic front and side. We're gonna do isometrics for the last 2. Again, I've chosen kind of classic boxy cars for these. They just make it a little bit more interesting. But again, let's just think about a car as a basic box shape. So I'm gonna start with a box that is 2D in nature. Okay, so 2-point perspective. I'm just sort of making this shape up really quickly as I go. There we go. But so we can see we've got our box here. So my car should fill that. All right. Now, as always, I am going to start with the tires on the ground. Front tire, this is the front driver's side. They're going to be a bit more oval shaped because obviously they're on an angle. And just remember, like, they're forming a box too, right? So those tires would also kind of sit, if that's the bottom of my tire, they'd sit sort of across from each other on a line. So there may be a little tweaking of this. I don't overthink it. This is why most of my cars are kind of scribbly. Okay, following the back line of that box, maybe slightly smaller, is going to be my rear tire, also oval shaped. Okay, we're going to start with those wheel wells coming up around the side, down and around. Good, and then we kind of have like a front corner of the car. All right, we're going to turn. That's going to cut across that tire there and come out. So, like I said, mostly boxy shapes for these cars. I just think they're cute. They kind of remind me of like classic architectural renderings too, which is something that definitely has flavored my work. Okay, back bumper kind of curves pretty quick back from the tire. There we go. And then just like that, we kind of have the bottom piece of that car built, right? So let's go ahead, continue popping up our box. Okay, we'll put some gentle curvature into those lines. There's the front hood right there. Windshield's gonna rise up just a little. Okay, so it's just basic rules of perspective coming right back to us. I'm just gonna draw the line of the windows back. Okay, and then this one again is like a little hatchback. Comes up like so, and across, and we can't really see the top of the roof, so honestly it kind of looks like a straight line. Okay, so that's what we've got. Not bad, hey? So kind of fun. They're never perfect, but honestly, I don't know. Perfect's boring. It's these little bits of expression that we put on things that make them unique, honestly. And I kind of laugh because even when I'm trying to draw an SUV, typically my cars end up looking like little Fiats, and that's what I drive. So I have no shame. We don't need to do too many details of the interior. You can if you want. Sometimes you can see just like the shadow of it. But really that's all you need. And then again, just last details we add are the lights on the front. And a little bit of that grille. Okay, and then I can just see the side of the lights there. So that's pretty cute. Another case in point for my 4H pencil, but we can just go ahead and erase that box that was built around it. There we go. Okay. Nice. Perfect. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so last one, we're going to do the other side. Find that photo. Okay. Nice. So again, we're just going with that box shape. This one, it's kind of a tight angle. Okay, so still drawing that box. This one's just a bit more of a broad angle on the back. So the box, I don't usually draw on when I'm drawing stuff on the street. This is just to give you kind of a general indication. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my back tire, the one closest to me. Again, we're going with kind of an oval shape. Get the width of the tire. The other one's gonna sit across from him. Good, and the front one. There we go. Okay, so this one, I can't even fully see the front bumper of the car. So we're just gonna wrap this up. Come on down, around, and all the way over. Okay, got that nice boxy bumper, classic old car. Good, and then we're just gonna continue to box up that front end. This one I can tell he's gonna have a little bit of a funny angle, but again, that's okay. There we go. Can't really tell a whole lot what's going on that front. Okay, but got our little side mirror. Windows. And back windshield. Okay, so these are kind of a fun thing to practice. And this is another, it's just another case for once you start looking around and looking at your surroundings, if you never looked twice at cars, suddenly you're gonna start thinking, oh, that one's kind of cute. That one's kind of fun. That's got a cute shape, cute headlights, something like that. So it's kind of a European looking license plate. There we go. Okay, and you can kind of just see the seats, honestly, through the back. Okay, I'm just getting the shadow of the windows in there. Okay, so there you have it. There's your 4 shapes. I'm just gonna switch this over to a time lapse now, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the ink. All right. All right, so really quickly, let's just break this down, kind of the Coles Notes end of this. So a person standing beside a car is going to be a little bit taller than it. They're going to average 5 feet. Most of us are taller than that, but this is kind of readable for a drawing, okay? So if I was drawing a person beside this car, their head and shoulders are going to be about there. The top of the car hits kind of like breast height. Okay, going over here just to get the overall height of the car in. Forgive my numbers, but basically what we're going to do is divide the height of the car in half. Okay, let's start from the base. So let's make this, 1/4 and 1/4, not 1/3. But essentially we're gonna start with the wheels. Okay, the height of the wheels will be that first quarter of the height. That second chunk has a lot of detail in it, a lot of visual detail, but it's essentially the bumper, the license plate, and then just right to the line of the top of the headlights. And then the top half of the car is gonna show the dashboard and then everything going on behind the windshield. We could even say that this is probably like 1/4 of this, right? So I hope this is helpful for you. We're going to show this as a closer photo for you to take with you at the end. But there you go. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of a breakdown on how to sketch a car.